Welcome to Theobroma, Food of the Gods, befitting our exclusive and indulgent range of offerings that include cakes, brownies, desserts, chocolates, breads and savories that we manufacture and retail nationwide. We are happy to have you in our premises. Each of our employees across the country is committed to safety, health, environment and security. Whether you are a visitor, contractor, industry veteran or on your first job, we want your time here to be safe and productive. We want you to act with the same amount of concern for safety, health, environment and security as our staff do. By complying with all the applicable regulations for this location. This safety briefing video was developed for you, so please pay close attention. Feel free to watch any part again as you need to ensure you have a clear understanding of the requirements. Disregard for the safety guidelines mentioned here may result in removal from the premises. Here are few simple rules to make sure your time here is safe. As you already watching this video, it is safe to assume you have been greeted at reception and you have signed in the visitor's book. Please make sure your visitor's pass is always worn clearly and visible. Remember to return it when you leave. Entry and exit can only be through the security checkpoint. This lets us know who is inside the premises in case of any emergency. No drugs or alcohol are allowed inside the premises. It is not permitted to enter the premises under the influence of any substances or medication that will interfere with your capabilities. Any form of aggressive behavior or violent activity will be not tolerated. Example, damaging property or bringing any type of weapons into the premises. Your Theobroma contact person or host will be responsible for your safety and well-being while we are with us. Please feel free to ask them any question. A host must always be with you when you are moving inside the premises. To protect the intellectual property of Theobroma and the privacy of its employees, photographs and videos can only be taken when written permission has been granted by Theobroma during your visit. You may enter work areas that require personal protective equipment to be worn. In the production and food handling areas, PPE is face mask, hairnet, safety shoes and overcoat. In all areas except admin areas, safety shoes are also needed. Additional PPE may be needed when performing specific tasks such as eye protection. Please relax because your host will tell you what to wear and when. Please comply with our PPE policy and do not remove any PPE until told. It's important to remain with your host during your visit and to stay within designated workaways. Be sure to keep your eyes and ears open and listen for equipment, trolleys or people carrying loads. Vehicle movement will also be there in the external areas. In the event of an emergency situation, please follow your host to the nearest exit or stairwell and await further instructions. If asked to evacuate the building, please follow your host to the assembly point. All exits and routes to assembly points are clearly indicated by signs in all areas. Do not use the elevators in case of emergencies. Remember, stay calm. Everyone else will be heading in the same direction. Once at the assembly point, wait for instruction from your host. If you discover a fire, notify your host immediately. Don't be a hero. Under no circumstances should you, the visitor, put yourself at risk. Emergency services will be notified and responded accordingly. There are first aid trained employees throughout the workplace, so should you require first aid during your first visit, your host or any staff member in the event of an incident, an incident report form will be completed by your host or staff member as soon as possible. Smoking is not allowed inside the premises. At Theobroma, we encourage everyone to take personal responsibility and demonstrate safety leadership, and that includes you. It's always helpful to have a fresh set of eyes. Please look out for everything you think might be unsafe, needs improvement or requires our attention. Enjoy your time at Theobroma.